somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first downs. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
No, check, Patriot!
On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lloyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Spinning away. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll run it with Kamara into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue ready. Ready to go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early? and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game. That's a lot to carry around.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ready. Blue ready.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue ready.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Ready. White 25.
From the gun, Winston. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got room.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ready. Black 22.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Easy. Ready. Black 25.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll pitch it out to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jameis on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Follow. 550. Check three. White.
Again, it's Jones. Nifty move. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Black 22.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
They go play action. Winston. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, throws it anyway.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Winston. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready. Blue ready.
Winston now. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Wait.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. Black 22. What's up?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A give to Jones. Room here to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is Jones, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks,